Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ferocious father bear Deacon, Hope's dad comes to the rescue. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, Kanan has stated that fans will soon witness Deacon take on the role of a ferocious father bear. Given that Hope Logan's life is in disarray, let's examine what Kanan had to say. When Steffy Forrester broke Carter Walton's agreement and kicked Hope out, there was undoubtedly a divided response on social media. While some B&B fans believe Steffy is being unjust, others believe Hope earned it. Regardless of your stance, it's undeniable that Hope is currently going through a difficult time. That might be a deal-breaker in their relationship because Carter doesn't appear ready to leave Forrester Creations. When Hope and Carter presumably part ways, she will feel completely alone, especially since Brooke Logan will also be angry with her. Kanan responded with a teaser of what's coming after a fan expressed on X, the original name for Twitter, that Hope had no one to turn to. Deacon hasn't been actively involved in Hope's life lately, but that will change if he understands the suffering she endures. In a recent post, Kanan promised, "Dad to the rescue." That gives the impression that Deacon will do everything in his power to support Hope, displaying his protective Papa Bear side. Naturally, Hope will confide in Deacon, who will also encourage her along the journey. It's also simple to picture Deacon addressing Steffy about her choice to terminate Hope and cut off her line. Deacon might also confront Brooke for failing to provide their daughter with the necessary assistance. Deacon might feel that Hope is being too severe, but Brooke will believe that she should be held responsible for some of her recent misbehavior. Deacon may even believe that Brooke is acting in this way toward Hope in an attempt to regain Ridge Forrester. In the upcoming episodes, things with Brooke may become tense if Deacon makes charges. In any case, Kanan recently predicted that Deacon will be Hope's savior. We'll see if he can assist her turn around her terrible life. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon will receive updates on a lot of terrible Hope news and respond appropriately, so keep an eye out. Steffy's bombshell, Carter's decision, and Hope's losses. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there won't be any more episodes this week. What will go place on Monday, March 24th, 2025, then? Anticipate Carter Walton to make his decision. Nonetheless, there is cause for optimism that Hope Logan's losses will continue for some time to come. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Don't forget to check out our B&B spoilers for next week, here. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's shocking revelation. Fans can learn Carter's decision on Monday, March 24th. The COO tore up the LLC documents, which was a difficult choice. But he believed that Hope's fashion line was protected by an agreement with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and Eric Forrester, John McCook. Read more, discover the events of the most recent B&B episode. Both Carter and Catherine Kelly Lang's character Brooke Logan had a great deal of faith in the Forrester family. At that point, they, and fans, found out that Steffy Forrester Finnegan, played by Jacqueline McInnes Wood, had not kept her end of the bargain. The decision of Carter Walton. Carter must now decide between the Forresters and Hope. It wouldn't be wise for Carter to support Hope at this time because his remorse was so great. He is aware that his guilt will only keep eating away at him. Carter also acknowledges that what he did was wrong. By vowing to defend her line, he managed to keep Hope within his grasp. Carter seemed genuinely pleased and glad to be returning to the Forresters. Hope's line is unfortunately no longer available. Will Carter stay or will he accompany Hope? I hope Logan's losses. According to teasers for the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope seems to be getting hits. She has already lost many of her supporters, to start. Hope's fashion line has also been lost. She will then lose Carter and possibly Brooke as well. Brooke knows Hope is out of control, but she will always defend her daughter. A sneak peek shows Brooke telling her kid that she must begin to assume some responsibility. Hope is then told by Brooke that she has no sympathy for her. Hope's body language indicates that she is receiving more blows than just Brooke's explosion, and her jaw is dropped. Read more, BNB early week spoilers for March 24th to 28th, Carter's decision, Will's risk, and Brooke's hope. The heart of Daphne Rose. When it comes to Daphne Rose, she will warn Steffi that Carter would never be able to know the truth and that she must conceal her true involvement in order to maintain her relationship with Carter. Naturally, the COO will soon discover that Daphne was a phony, and Carter may wonder if she ever truly felt anything for him. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, many fans believe that Brooke is attacking her daughter Hope because of everything that has transpired at Forrester Creations because she wants to return to being under Ridge. If you understand what we mean, read on for all the details. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke's pathetic attempt to regain Ridge's favor. If Brooke and Ridge were still on good terms, it seems like she wouldn't have been so upset about Hope and Carter taking control. In addition, many people think Brooke is behaving out of character by criticizing her daughter so harshly for allegedly creating the work atmosphere, yet Brooke hasn't mentioned Steffi's attacks on Hope, including Ridge's use of the B term. Needless to say, there was a lot of discussion about the issue on the internet, with some people saying, a lot of it definitely seems to be for Ridge. She probably blames Hope for breaking up her and Ridge, so she feels a responsibility to prove she doesn't support what Hope did so that Ridge will come back to her. Brooke has always been ride or die for Hope, so it does seem a little out of character for her to not be supporting Hope. Brooke did go to Ridge with the takeover before she and Ridge ever broke up. It didn't seem like she expected Ridge to give the ultimatum that Brooke kicking Hope out of the cabin or else he will leave. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, what will happen to Brooke next? But, as one fan commented, a lot of her fight definitely seems to be about getting Ridge back. However, Brooke has been a part of FC for decades and knows that it belongs to the Forresters, so she may have grown a bit as she got older and realized that she can't always coddle her daughter. Additionally, this comment was made, she's displaying a great deal of loyalty to a man who rushed into Taylor's arms at the slightest provocation. We'll see her constantly pleading with him to return to her since this is all over for the next 2 weeks. The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan makes a shocking decision that sends shockwaves through Forrester Creations and leaves her loved ones reeling. After months of enduring professional setbacks, personal betrayals, and mounting pressure, Hope reaches a breaking point and decides to leave Forrester Creations, and Carter Walton, behind. This monumental choice marks a turning point in Hope's journey, as she steps away from the company that has been both her family's legacy and her professional home for years. The decision is not made lightly, it comes after a series of events that push Hope to re-evaluate her priorities and confront the harsh realities of her situation. At Forrester Creations, Hope's Hope for the Future line has faced increasing opposition from Steffi and Ridge, who prioritize profitability and innovation over her vision of timeless, romantic designs. Despite her best efforts to fight for her place within the company, Hope finds herself marginalized and undervalued, leading to a profound sense of disillusionment. The final straw comes when Steffi issues an ultimatum, forcing Hope to either conform to the company's new direction or face termination. Feeling cornered and betrayed, Hope chooses to walk away, determined to reclaim her autonomy and pursue her dreams on her own terms. Her departure from Forrester Creations is a bold and defiant act, signaling her refusal to be sidelined or silenced any longer. However, Hope's decision has far-reaching consequences, not only for her career but also for her personal relationships. Carter Walton, who has been a steadfast ally and confidant, is left stunned and heartbroken by her choice. The two have grown increasingly close in recent months, with Carter offering Hope unwavering support and encouragement during her darkest moments. Their bond, which has teetered on the edge of romance, is put to the ultimate test as Hope's departure forces them to confront their feelings and the future of their relationship. Carter, torn between his loyalty to the Forresters and his affection for Hope, struggles to reconcile his emotions, leading to a series of poignant and emotionally charged conversations. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan is forced to grapple with her daughter's decision and its implications for their family. Brooke, who has always been Hope's fiercest advocate, is initially devastated by the news, fearing that Hope is making a grave mistake. In a candid and emotionally raw conversation, Brooke delivers a harsh dose of reality to Hope, urging her to reconsider her decision and think about the long-term consequences. Brooke's tough love approach is rooted in her own experiences and her desire to protect Hope from the pitfalls of the fashion industry. However, Hope remains resolute, determined to forge her own path and prove that she can succeed without the Forrester name behind her. As the storyline unfolds, the fallout from Hope's decision reverberates throughout the Forrester and Logan families, sparking heated debates and shifting alliances. Steffi and Ridge are forced to confront the void left by Hope's absence, while Liam Spencer, Hope's ex-husband and the father of her child, grapples with his own feelings of guilt and regret. The writers skillfully use Hope's departure to explore themes of independence, resilience, and the pursuit of one's dreams, offering a nuanced and compelling portrayal of a woman at a crossroads. The performances are nothing short of stellar, with the actors delivering powerful and emotionally resonant portrayals that capture the complexity of their characters. By the end of this gripping arc, Hope's shocking decision sets the stage for a new chapter in her life, one filled with challenges, opportunities, and the promise of self-discovery. With its compelling storytelling, intricate character dynamics, and high-stakes drama, this storyline is a standout moment in The Bold and the Beautiful, offering viewers a thought-provoking exploration of identity, ambition, and the enduring power of family bonds. The mother-daughter conflict reaches a breaking point when Hope and Brooke get into a heated argument. More than just mother and daughter, Hope Logan and Brooke Logan have been each other's confidants, allies, and strongest supporters for years. However, a split has recently emerged between them, endangering their once unbreakable bond. After weeks of growing tension, Hope and Brooke aren't holding back this time, and their most recent fight escalates into a full-fledged conflict that leaves both women doubting their relationship and their future. What triggered Hope at the breaking point? Hope has worked hard to establish her own career, make her own decisions, and distance herself from her mother's notorious romantic past, but she continues to find herself at odds with Brooke, and this time she's had enough. Hope has dedicated her entire life to proving she's more than just Brooke Logan's daughter. Did Hope make a choice that Brooke just couldn't support, or did Brooke go too far once more in attempting to dictate Hope's job or romantic life? In any case, neither woman is giving up, and the gloves are off. From Brooke's point of view, is it a controlling grip or a mother's love? From Brooke's perspective, everything she does is motivated by love. She has seen Hope make a lot of mistakes, particularly with men, and she won't allow her daughter to ruin everything for the wrong person. However, Hope seems to believe that Brooke has gone too far and that her protectiveness has become manipulative, and she is prepared to confront her mother. Hope's position, a daughter's self-sufficiency. Hope has always been viewed as the good girl, the one who follows the rules and does what is required of her, but in recent years, she has been experimenting, making audacious decisions, and ultimately prioritizing herself. Hope, on the other hand, is sick of living in her mother's shadow, and Brooke doesn't seem to agree. Will Hope be able to permanently escape Brooke's influence at this point? Can they recover from this? What comes next? This is not a little disagreement, rather, it is a long-standing conflict between control, values, and years of unsolved problems. Will Brooke come to terms with the fact that Hope is an independent woman who can make her own decisions? Is Hope able to forgive her mother for meddling in her life all the time? Or will this battle be the one that permanently separates them? This mother-daughter conflict will undoubtedly alter everything, and the repercussions will rock the Logan family to its foundation. Brooke unleashes a mother's fury and blasts Hope. The relationship between Hope Logan and her mother, Brooke Logan, has always been complex, but it may have reached a breaking point when, after weeks of stress and unsaid annoyances, Brooke suddenly loses it and lets out a furious diatribe that leaves Hope speechless. Hope may not be able to forgive Brooke's harsh remarks because the once supportive mother-daughter pair is now at odds more than ever. What was the final strain for Brooke? Although Brooke has always taken pride in helping Hope make the right decisions and keep clear of her past transgressions, Hope's current behavior, whether in her relationships, work, or personal life, has left Brooke feeling deceived, angry, and out of control. Did Hope make a startling choice that contradicts Brooke's values? Has Brooke reached a breaking point with Hope's relationships with Thomas, Finn, or perhaps Carter? Or is Brooke just having a hard time accepting that her daughter isn't the naive young woman she used to be? For whatever reason, Brooke doesn't hold back and gives Hope a vicious verbal abuse that she didn't anticipate. Hope struggles back, a daughter's opposition. Hope is finally recognizing that she might never be adequate in her mother's eyes, after years of trying to live up to Brooke's standards. When Brooke snaps, Hope doesn't keep quiet and responds with her own scathing remarks. Will Hope eventually insist that Brooke leave her life and set some boundaries? Could this be the turning point that permanently shatters their mother-daughter relationship? Or, out of retaliation, would Brooke's remarks drive Hope to take even more chances? What will happen to the Logan women after the fallout? This is a war, not simply another mother-daughter dispute. Can things ever return to normal with emotions running hot and scars deep? Brooke has made it clear that she disapproves of Hope's recent behavior, and Hope is sick of being judged. Will Brooke change her mind about her harsh remarks, or will she stick to them? Has Brooke finally gone too far, or can Hope forgive her mother? What effects will this major altercation have on the Logan family as a whole? As a mother-daughter argument breaks out, Hope leaves Brooke's property. Hope Logan and her mother, Brooke Logan, have always been close, but their relationship has finally reached a breaking point. After weeks of conflict, unspoken animosity, and heated arguments, Hope has finally had enough and, in a shocking turn of events, she is packing her bags and leaving Brooke's estate, marking a significant change in their once close relationship. Will their partnership be able to withstand this breakup, or is this the start of a long-term separation? What caused Hope to walk away at the breaking point? Although Brooke has always been vocal about her daughter's decisions, it's possible that this time her meddling went too far. Was Hope pushed over the edge by Brooke's constant criticism of her romantic life? Has Hope been alienated from her own family as a result of Brooke's preference for Ridge and Steffi? Or is it something more profound, a lifelong sense of constantly being in her mother's shadow? For whatever reason, Hope has determined that physically separating from Brooke is the only way to regain her independence. Hope makes a brave step toward independence by standing her ground. Moving out isn't just about finding a new place to live, it's also about showing Brooke that she can make her own decisions without being watched over all the time. Hope has spent years trying to please her mother, but now she's putting herself first. Will this serve as a wake-up call for Brooke, or will it merely make their differences worse? Would Hope's departure pave the way for unanticipated partnerships, with Sheila, Thomas, or perhaps Finn? And now, where will Hope go? Would she go to Deacon for safety, turn to Liam for solace, or go it alone? Does their bond end with Brooke's reaction? Although Brooke was harsh with Hope, she secretly never thought her daughter would go, and now that Hope is departing, Brooke has to deal with the fallout from her harsh words. Will she make an effort to patch things up, or will her pride prevent her from doing so? Is Brooke subconsciously regretting how she handled the matter, or does she genuinely think she was correct? What would happen if Hope discovered a new network of support that excluded her mother? Can they mend their relationship? What comes next? The Logan family will be shaken by the significant event of Hope moving out. Will time apart aid in their healing, or will this quarrel continue to spiral out of control? Does this represent Hope's opportunity to fully liberate herself and forge her own identity? Or will Brooke struggle to make things right after realizing she's about to lose her daughter forever? There is no doubt about it, Hope is done following Brooke's rules, and everything is going to change from now on. Will Daphne Rose leave town at last? What's next for her? After weeks of creating chaos, attracting powerful men, stirring up drama, and making enemies everywhere, is Daphne Rose ready to pack up and leave town, or is she content to stay in the thick of things and not back down from the storm she helped create? Daphne's future is in jeopardy as tensions and burning bridges increase. Enemies all around, has Daphne exhausted her welcome? Daphne's list of adversaries is getting longer every day, and she might not have any more options at this point. Hope is making it plain that she will not tolerate Daphne's manipulation after she attempted to meddle in her life. Daphne's presence has only made matters worse for the Forresters, and Steffi no longer has any tolerance for her antics, so she wants her gone. At a turning point in his life, will Carter be able to escape Daphne's hold, or will she continue to entice him into her web? Daphne may think she can use charm to get out of problems, but has she gone too far? Is there anything else Daphne could do? Daphne never goes quietly, and if she's going out of town, she could just make sure to bring someone down with her. Could she reveal a significant secret before leaving? She might use information about Hope, Carter, or even Finn as leverage. Will she attempt an unexpected last-minute power move? Daphne might not depart until she achieves her goals, even if it means using blackmail to maintain control. Could she have an unexpected ally? Daphne could not be leaving after all if she has a strong supporter, such as Sheila, Bill, or even Deacon. Is Daphne staying or will she finally go? What will happen to Daphne now is unclear. Will she flee while she can, or will she continue to fight for her position? Who will suffer the most if she stays? Will she be forced to leave, or will she be able to depart on her own terms? Does her story have a final twist that nobody anticipated? Even though Daphne Rose has caused chaos, one thing is for sure, she won't be forgotten anytime soon, whether she stays or leaves.